All right, everyone. Shannon Sharpe has therefore been fired from ESPN. This comes only a few weeks after a significant case was settled. On First Take, we're discussing ESPN's decision to permanently cut ties with one of its greatest personalities. After he resolved the litigation, ESPN made the decision that they did not want him back. What case am I referring to now? Shannon Sharpe was sued back in April by his ex-girlfriend, who was either running away or something. She is now Gabriella Suchenda? I'm not sure how to say that. She was just 19 years old. Nevertheless, now, Jane Doe was her original filing name. Furthermore, this wasn't your average relationship turmoil. She was making some very severe and weighty accusations against him. According to the lawsuit, Shannon Sharpe intentionally caused emotional anguish and committed say battery. She was now requesting damages of more than $50 million. We are all aware that there is no spare change, right? That has ruined your legacy money career. Additionally, Shannon voluntarily left ESPN when the lawsuit was originally dropped, stating that he intended to return prior to the start of the NFL preseason. He declared he was going to fight it and referred to the entire situation as a shakedown. ESPN at the time defended his choice, stating that it was a serious matter, but things quickly became very complicated. In an effort to demonstrate that their connection was voluntary, Shannon's legal team began publishing intimate texts that he and the girl exchanged. She is depicting abuse and control in the meanwhile. Can you guess who was her lawyer? Tony Busby. Do any of you know Tony Busby? This is the same attorney who defended more than 20 women against Deshaun Watson. Additionally, he defended the ladies who claimed that Diddy and Jay-Z were guilty of sexual assault. Let's face it, Tony has a history of opposing black celebrities on behalf of his customers. In any case, Shannon discreetly reached a settlement for an unknown sum earlier this month. He reportedly agreed to a settlement of $29 million. Can tell that it makes people think when someone settles like that out of court after being so outspoken about their innocence. Did they actually do what they claim to have done? Or did the other individual simply get away with manipulating others? This lady supposedly quit her OnlyFans after receiving this $29 million. However, consider this from ESPN's point of view. One of their main attractions on First Take was Shannon Sharpe, with him and Stephen A. Smith going back and forth. The show's ratings were quite strong, and he had recently inked a deal that would have given him even greater responsibility throughout the network until 2024. However, ESPN determined that the danger of keeping him was too great. Furthermore, networks are quite sensitive to these kinds of accusations in the current environment. Especially when it comes to SA, they don't play. They most likely reasoned that severing all connections was preferable to handling possible criticism or upcoming issues. However, how does this affect Shannon Sharpe's legacy, in your opinion? This man lost all of that over a young kitten. He was a Hall of Famer, a 3-time Super Bowl champion, and one of the most well-known figures in sports journalism. And this just serves to highlight how quickly poor personal choices may have a negative impact on a person's job. However, please share your thoughts with me. What are your thoughts on Shannon Sharpe's termination from ESPN? Do you think it makes sense? Please share your thoughts with me in the comments section. However, I'll speak with you later. It's all I have to offer.
Monique tried to help Shannon Sharpe. She told that brother, go get a girl your age. He wanted to play what he pays. Done took an L to that 19/20-year-old. Retired her. Now he just got fired from ESPN. Hope that 19-year-old was worth it, Shannon. You on clips telling your kids, oh, your wedding limit is $30,000. If I was his daughter, I wouldn't speak to him. My wedding limit is $30,000, but you just retired a 19-year-old. Gave that 19/20-year-old generational wealth. Then you just lost your gig on ESPN. A fool and their money will soon depart. Fellas, take a cue from Shannon. If you're over the age of 18, date your age, not your wage.
So after settling the lawsuit with that girl that filed these allegations against him, Shannon Sharpe just got fired from ESPN. And that's on him because as a 50-something-year-old man, you worked your ass off to get yourself to that position where you were about to get a $50 million contract. But you allow your sexual desires to ruin that for you. Because someone your age messing with a 19, 20-year-old girl made no sense. The same way how we tell women to not date men just for money, because sometimes those men that have the money have shitty character. It's the same way we should tell men that have money that you should not just date a woman just for her looks, because sometimes those women that look good have shitty character. On top of losing that $50 million contract, I'm sure his nightcap show on YouTube is probably going to take a big hit as well. Because if you think about it, a lot of sponsors are not going to want to work with him, even though he settled the case. Moral of the story, men, when you become extremely successful, find ways to control your sexual desires, because that'll be your biggest downfall sometimes.
I don't feel bad. Nigga was popping this shit, talking about some, I'll be back, Stephen A, when the football season start. He said this ain't going nowhere, I ain't do nothing. Yeah, back my ass. Go ahead and get on your podcast with Chad and run that money up on there. I know what y'all finna say, oh, ESPN lame as fuck. His podcast better anyway. Fam, at one point in time, Shannon loved that money he was getting from ESPN. Don't do that. Don't do that. I get it, brother. Y'all go to YouTube and watch him cuss and be himself, be be the old nigga he really is. But end of the day, fam, that money ESPN was good for his pockets. No matter the Super Bowls and all that shit, that money was good. And he'd tell you that too. He fucked up. He did some nigga shit. It's all right. He'll bounce back. You know, but hey, end of the day, all of that trying to, you feel me, oh, this shit pie. Why do we, bruh? Why is it that we do the shit we do? You richer than a bitch. You Shannon fucking Sharpe. You got a fetish for young hoes. I'm pretty sure it was a 30-year-old, a 40-year-old, bad as hell. How old Michelle was? The one you was on camera fucking when you put your phone up? Yeah, nigga, nobody, old nigga trying to be young, nigga, that was you. You did that freaky old shit. But how old she was? She sounded like she was 30, 40. You went to this little girl and had the money to pay her, and you said, fuck no. Yeah, nigga, it's all right, though. Nigga, you tried to play, you know, both sides of the fence, but you a nigga. Like Jay-Z said, still a nigga.
And that's what you get. When BLK men get finessed out their money and lose their job over a YT woman, I think that is hilarious, because history keep repeating itself every time. These athletes never learn. These men that are very successful never learn. These BLK men in positions of power, they never learn. Y'all keep wanting to get, you like getting money taken away from you, okay? Yeah, you want to trick off your money. It is better to be married in healthy love, building something, than to be tricking off your money with OF women. But hey, you done retired a whole YT woman, then gave her $23 million or somewhere in that range. And then you was trying to tell Chad that he messing up the bag, but you the one messing up the bag. Now you got to try to recoup all that back. And you fired from ESPN. Boy, y'all, some of y'all BLK men never learn, and I don't feel sorry for you when this happened to you. I think it's funny. And guess what? It's going to happen again to another BLK man very soon, because he wants to get entangled with preferences.
And I don't feel bad for his ass. That what his goofy ass get. Shannon Sharpe got fired from ESPN, and baby, it ain't because of no contract. It's because of sexual relations with a 20-year-old. Yes, a 20-year-old. Let's talk about it. Let's fucking talk about it. So boom, Mr. Shannon Sharpe, yes, Mr. Club Shay Shay, Mr. Henny and Cigars, just got that ass dropped from ESPN. But here's what folks ain't loud enough about. It wasn't ratings. It wasn't Skip Bayless. It's a whole rape case. And again, not just any allegations, a motherfucking 20-year-old. 20? What? And here's why I don't give a flying fuck. Mr. Shay Shay has always been loud and proud about dating non-black women. Cool. But when you throw black women under the bus, that's when we have a problem. But I get it. She's young. And she was easy to impress. I get it. Yes. But you chose her, you made your bet, and now you got a motherfucking lay in it. Ha. But what I will say is, I am so motherfucking tired of black men getting these platforms and using them to diss black women just to get humbled by the same type of women that they choose over us. Joke's on you, buddy-o. Shannon, you said what you said about us, but look at you now. Silenced, scandalized, and jobless. At least from ESPN. We know you still got your podcast, but men, choose wisely, because this shit is becoming real motherfucking common. The same women y'all choose to uplift and broadcast on y'all podcast and platforms might be the same women to bury y'all asses. Exhibit A. Am I wrong though? Y'all let me know in the comments and let's chat about it.